Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome to the next part of my Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Now, last episode, of course, we finished box office. So this episode, because Halloween is approaching, in fact it's tomorrow, I thought I would play Fright Night. So what does it say? Forget about haunted housing and costume characters because cheap thrills just don't scare the teens in this town. You'll need to give them something they can really scream about, like roller coasters that would scare the hair off a werewolf. Make of that what you will. What's important for me is our objectives. So to achieve apprentice level, we need to have 2 coasters with a minimum excitement of 5, 2 coasters with a minimum length of 524.93 feet, and a total monthly ride income of £200. Now before I before I press play again, let's just take a look at what we've got already. So this is a roller coaster called Winged Rat. Yes, Winged Rat. It's an alright looking ride, I suppose. I've seen worse rides. I'm not so keen on this second half of the ride though, so I think one of the first things I will do in this scenario is edit the ride from about here onwards. Because I like this bit, I like this little drop, I like this little bit here where it goes down, it goes into the 2 loops. I like that overbank curve, and I like this little sea serpent roll here. But this bit, it just says boring to me. So we're going to close the ride and we're going to begin construction. One of the first things I'm going to change is this section here, because I don't like chain lifts on any part of the ride other than when it's going up. So I would much rather have that, like that. We'll switch that bit on. I quite like the way these brakes work, so I think I'll keep them in. But I'm going to delete from here backwards. And some people might be thinking, what's he doing? But in all honesty, it'll look better once it's finished. The way it had that curved drop as well without banking, that really irritates me. I don't like that on any roller coaster. If the curve's there and the bank's there, use both. That's how I see it. So yeah, let's just delete all this. Keep deleting to here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tick that box there, because we're going to have it as block sections. We're going to put 2 trains. I'm going to build the brakes first, I've decided. Yeah, that should fit fine. Trying to think of a name for this as well, because I think once you've rebuilt a ride, you kind of have to rename it to get the spirit of the ride back, or just to attract new people to it. So we'll think of a cool new name for it as well. I think something like that would look cool. Now, you may have noticed that this is a lay-down coaster. So at this point, a logical thing to do, would be to give it a few lighter flies and fly to lies. If you don't know what they are, I strongly suggest you look them up. A quick description is, if you know air at Alton Towers, when it goes from being on your front to on your back, that is a fly to lie, and when you're on your back to on your front, that is a lie to fly. That's right. Trying to get it right in my own head. Be a bit weird if I got it wrong. So I'm going to remodel this drop as well, because I think we can do something a bit better. This is awkward. I've never really played on a scenario that gets dark before. I think I can make this drop down one more. Oh, actually, I can make it do that. And then... yeah, perfectly. That'll work. So yes, back to where we were. I think a couple of, well, at least here we can have it so that it flips you over onto your front. So something like that, perhaps. This looks much better. I think another overbank turn would be cool as well. We'll just see how this handles this section first. Seems to run a bit fast through those two loops, but then it goes quite slow over the overbank turn, so I think we'll actually leave this as it is. It looks pretty cool. Flies over the overbank quite nicely there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think if we keep this going down, sort of about there, and then we'll see if we can have an overbank turn, and where that ends us up. Might look at building some tunnels as well. Got this huge rock here, we might as well use it, you know. So let's see, that bit of airtime as it goes over that bit there into the flying section of the ride. Up and over the overbank turn there, that looks pretty good. Oh, that'll be good. So we can have that as like the flying section, and then it can go back into onto your back again. Struggling to speak today for some reason, I'm trying to find the words. And then we'll have it fall off again like it has over here. Now obviously we're getting quite close to the lift hill again. So I think maybe another airtime hill there. And that could lead nicely into a tunnel. Let's see. Still a bit concerned about the speed here. It might be fine. I just don't want the ride to end up being too extreme, because this can end up being sort of not quite a family ride, but one of the gentler rides at the park, because I've got huge plans as to what we can do with the rest of this space in terms of both thrill ride building and roller coaster building. Let's have a look and see how it goes through here. That looks pretty cool there. Yep, that seems to fly into that bit quite nicely. Bit slow there. Okay, that's cool. We can make it a bit tighter there. It makes that a little bit more awkward. What I could do, let's close this ride for a second. Just do a few alterations to the shape of this hill. Bit like that. And then I can pull this bit up. Let's make that a bit like that. It'll look a bit flat for now. I'll make it a bit more asymmetrical once I've finished building the ride, I think. I'll focus on the actual ride itself for now, and then we'll do the aesthetics afterwards. So we'll have that like that. That bit lift up. That bit lift up. Like that, and like that. Oh, we've got drifting coaster as well. That would be pretty cool. I like drifting coasters. If you get the mix right, you can build some really interesting designs. Right, so we'll have that like that. I think a photo section there would look pretty cool. As riders are about to fly into the tunnel. Ugh, we're in darkness again. Not so keen on darkness in this game. It's very, very difficult to see what you're doing. It looks great when you've got things like firework displays and light shows, but when you're trying to build rides, it's a pain, right, royal pain in the arse. Right, lower this corner down. I know I said I'd do some aesthetics. Well, I said I'd do aesthetics afterwards, but I'll do some now because they look really bad otherwise. So we'll lift that one up again a little bit, and we'll drag this corner. There we go. Don't like these little step things either. I don't know why the game